What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? We're tuning in for another video. And y'all see the title, man, so we from the bum around today. Did my intro from the back, so man, I'm finna go in the shop, be eating. And like I said, man, earlier today, I'm gonna give y'all the story. So y'all will know, cause tomorrow we're gonna be testing. Different kind of testing this time. Look. Hold on, y'all. Look. Here you go, mate. In the wilderness. You see him right there chilling. He got to go. Oh, Molly, I got him. I got you. He dead. Nah, man, I'm thinking that boy get a hold to you, boy. Ooh. But anyway, so let me show y'all what we got shaking. So we had all type of stuff. Me and wife come out here this morning. It done cooled off now. Then it was getting too hot. So I'm finna show y'all what I got on Dolo right now. Hold on, let me put it down. Y'all don't panic. I just got y'all on the trunk. All right, cause tomorrow we gonna be on it. So I came out here and look, we took this off and then it just got too hot. The battery was dead on Dolo, which I think the battery, it probably about time for it, man, because this battery keep discharging so fast. I'm having to charge the battery up more often than usual. I don't know where the sticker is. It is down there. Is the sticker down there? Yeah. Let's see what it say. See what that sticker say. I can't. You better see it, y'all. But basically, I think about time. That thing keep discharging. So let me show y'all. So y'all see what we got shaking tomorrow. But so this the carburetor off of Dolo. And y'all like, which y'all know I built this, changed some stuff in it. That baby right. That baby is right. Best it ever been. So y'all probably like, why do you have your carburetor out, Jay? What's on your car now? So this carburetor, let me take that off. This carburetor right here, is the Demon 850 angular booster. I built this carburetor back in April. Yeah, I built this one back in April. This that $1,200 carburetor. If you follow me on Facebook and stuff, you probably saw it. I know I don't post a lot about the carburetor. I just let y'all know our story, my journey and stuff. And but I done built probably close to 100 carburetors now in a short period of time. And I built this one back in April. This carburetor needed extensive cleaning. I had to put new jets in this carburetor. Everything. Normally you can reuse the jets. They usually come clean, and I usually use whatever in there, as long as it ain't too crazy of a spread. Or when I buy cords and stuff, if it about on the money, I just put them back in unless I'm doing something specific for somebody. Like I just did an 850 recently, and I had to jet it down because of what the person had. So I had to do some things, different needling seats and stuff for his application. So I actually did spec his carburetor. But most of them I put them back to factory settings because they're what people need. But this one is not. So let me tell y'all, this carburetor has came back to me twice. I have sold this carburetor twice. And me being a person, I'm just a stand-up guy. I really am. I do stand-up business. I always have. That's what I like done to me. That's how I am, man. I do stand-up business. I want people to be happy. I'm selling you something, this and that. And with carburetors, if it's not right, I don't send it out. I just don't send it out, point blank, period. Like I'm gonna tell y'all how I know. Some people send stuff out. I'm not like that. So just to show y'all how passionate I am about people and business. Now this one right here, I sold this carburetor back in March. It came back. A customer just now contacted me. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. He just ain't came back and picked it up. He just now putting his carburetor on his car 2 weeks ago. And I don't recommend people buy carburetors from me if it's gonna be longer than two and a half to 3 months of his carburetor putting on your car, because I run all of mine. I drain them, but you still have gas that sit in the pump diaphragm and stuff. So they still, you know, I just don't like them sitting up a long time. But he was just now putting it on. So long story short, they couldn't get it to idle, which this is a back and secondary. They work better. They got a choke on them for a reason. So they do idling easy. They need their choke closed. I ain't gonna say they need it, but you're gonna have a harder time getting these things to idle without running that choke closed. That choke is the rich in the mixture to put heat in the base plate, and then the carburetor warm up. But they were trying to crank it wide open like this. But when I dial these carburetors in, I run a richer idle mixture just to get it to start like this. So people see my video and I have the choke pinned open, and then they think, oh, I can get it and put it on like that. But, you know, I tell them, like, close the choke. And that's why I put the choke back on it, on these. So they couldn't get it to idle. Then, you know, they start tinkering with the idle mixture and basically got it out of whack. So I told them, bring it back. I put it back where it needed to be. And first thing I did, it fixed the idle mixture. They had it way out of whack for real. And then I closed the choke. That baby fired right up. Pow! It fired right up. But I mean, I told him, I'm gonna get you together. No charge, just bring it back. So I got him, I had him ready, just got to pick up. But let me show y'all. So this is a core that I bought. You can see it's been built. Got bad metering blocks. You just don't know. I would not send this out. Yes, it'll idle. It only idles fast. It idles super rich. You can't calm it down because it got bad metering. These are bad. But I won't send it out, man, even though I got money tied up in it. I got a fresh kit in it. I got time. Me and wife had cleaned it because it was super dirty. But I won't send it out because I'm going to change the metering blocks before I send it out. Same thing. You don't know what you're going to get with cores. Bad metering block. Erratic idle. Look how clean it is. Kit tied up in it. So I'm serious. I'm passionate about what I do with anything, man. So I won't send it out. But this one, oh, this aunt card. He still ain't picked it up. This card got to be paid for and shipped out. This one is for sale. That's that Dominator. I check them too, but that's for sale. But so this carburetor has flatline. I ain't say flatline, but it been sold twice. So let me give y'all the backstory. So I had a guy needed a rebuild, had a 454, and he had what he had, a 750 on it, which was too small. He really needed an 850, and he got the Demon 850, which Demon carburetors flow more CFM than what they're rated. They flow more than most carburetors. That's the good thing about them. They do have, you put them on a bench test, they flow higher CFM. You got an 850, that baby might flow like 900 CFM, something like that, depending on if you work the Venturas and the throttle, well, not the throttle board, but work the Venturas and stuff. Well, you can clean up the throttle boards. But basically, they'll flow higher CFM than what they rated. Point blank period. Demons will. So he put the carburetor on flat line. It was too much for him. Man, it's too rich. I said, man, it's too much for what you need. I thought if you needed the 850, but I know what it was. He lied about what his engine really was. He told me the cubic inches, but he didn't give me the proper RPM of what that engine was saying, where you shift that engine at, because that affects what size carburetor you need. So I recommended him this based off the information he told me, which was incorrect information and it was wrong. So that's why it wouldn't work on his car. So I gave his money back. You know, he traded in one of his carburetors at the core, and I gave his money back. I had just rebuilt it, so he just ended up paying me for a rebuild since I had money tied up in it, and I was gonna sell his old. So I gave him money back, got this. He had tampered with the float level, which is, and I should have checked it. So that's originally how the float level on this got messed up, which leads to the current state of why it's back now. So I sold this carburetor 2 months ago to a customer, and he originally brought in a 850 Brawler for a rebuild, and believe me, it needed it. That carburetor needed it. So he brought in an 850 Brawler, but when he told me what he had, it calculated out he really need more like 900 to 950 CFM based on the information he told me. I just can go off what people tell me. And I recommended this because this Demon flows more like 900 CFM would be spot on for him versus that 850 Brawler. And this is a better carburetor than the 850 Brawler, point blank period. Better boosters, flow higher CFM, it's just a better carburetor. And I had built, inspected, it's ready to roll. So did a core trade in, paid the balance, cause I want $600 for this. It is for sale if anybody wanted $600. So this is $1,200 plus carburetor, brand new. Look it up. It's an angular booster Demon. They got two different 850s. They got a down leg booster and an angular booster, which are the big boosters. So if you look at the one with the down leg, it's gonna be cheaper. Look at that one, $1,200. So he got it. I think 2 or 3 weeks went by. I guess that's when he finally put it on. He told me it was falling on his face at wide open throttle. He said it crunk up on the dime, idle perfect. But when he goes in it, it falls on his face. I told him, I said, that means the secondary float level is too low. They never adjusted the float level. They never touched the float level. If they needed directions, like anybody, I tell you, if your float level too high, too low, which I had somebody float levels too high because I can run a higher float level on my car, on my wife's car, because they got big camshafts in them and stuff, so it might not be adequate. And a lot of these people that buy carburetors don't really tell me what engine they have. Which, I mean, when you're dealing with a car builder, it's good to tell them if you got some kind of camshaft, tell them what the engine is and stuff, because if you go to any company that builds carburetors, a legit company, legitimate company, they're going to ask for their information so they can get you a carburetor as close to spec as possible. But, so he told me it fall on his face. I said, that means your secondary float level, which is this level back here, is, was too low. And like I said, it probably was too low because the gentleman that had previously bought it, like I said, he had tampered with it and put some kind of crazy, I don't know what he had put on the back, some kind of wrap or something. I took that off and I just locked it back down and put it up. I never checked it, and that's how that float level got wrong. I set my stuff right. That's how that float level got wrong. But I told him to check the float level. The current guy that had it, and he never checked it. They changed the squirters. He said they changed the squirters, which they didn't need any squirters. That wasn't the problem. They changed the squirters, and it still had it. I told him, well, this been 2 months later, and I still told him, I said, well, I give you money back. I don't have no problem because I know the carburetor good and I know it's gonna sell. And he was like, well, I just want the carburetor right. He said, man, it ain't even about the money, man. I was like, okay, cool, fine. So 2 days go by, we couldn't meet, and then he says he wants his money back. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But you know, at the end of the day, I say this, man, anytime you're dealing with somebody, not even just me, any customer, business person, make sure you fully trust that person and their word of knowledge. Make sure you trust what they say, because I'm telling you, it's everything. So the plan, so I got it on the car, but the battery was dead. So we're going to test this thing out. And I already seen the problem. The problem is what I said it was. Point blank period. That's what I said it was. So I know when we go take this thing out and test it, it's going to run like a scalded dog. I just know. I'm telling you. And we're going to test it. We're going to shoot reels and all that. I already told wife, we're going to turn it up. So y'all look forward to that, man. And we're going to check in tomorrow. All right, y'all, time to make it do what it do, man. Me and wife finna take old Dolo out. We finna test this thing. We're gonna turn it up. We're gonna burn some tires. all that good stuff. As you can see, I already kind of hit it a little bit right here earlier. I said, boy, that thing here ready. I told y'all it just needed a float, man. As I said the other day, it just needed a float adjustment. Look at that. So if them secondaries open up, I know we all good, man. So without further ado, we finna jump straight into the clip. All right, we just gassed up, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all we got that Demon on there. 850 angular booster I built. Now we're finna show y'all what it do. We done made it back. I told y'all, hey, that baby run like a scalded dog. Hey, I told y'all, man, I was like, man, trust your builder, man. Trust whoever you were dealing with. I knew, man. I said I wouldn't have sent this carburetor out, y'all, if it was bad. Ain't not a thing wrong with it. And this over, I wanted to do this anyway, so I really thank him, thank that customer, cause like I said, it's no hard feeling. It's just that, like, just trust whoever you dealing with, man. Trust their word. Cause this car, it was exactly what I said. It wasn't nothing faulty with the carburetor, nothing mechanical. It just needed adjustment. As most carburetors, if you buy one brand spanking new and it come in one of these old boxes like that, you still gonna have to adjust it 9 times out of 10 something. You're gonna have to need some kind of adjustment. So, but that baby turned up. That baby turned up. Y'all see, y'all done got a good vlog, man. Y'all done got 2 burnouts, a shakedown. But y'all done see the before. So the before look, when we had this thing on here, I kept trying to make the pass cause I had it zip tied. Like, man, it'll hold. We just gonna do that. We had to get some gas too. So the zip tie hole, I had it loose. Cause the first one in here, when I did that, what I just showed y'all in the shop, it popped the zip tie. So I had it loose so I wasn't getting on my accelerator. I drove to the gas station. I said, man, I ain't getting on my pedal. So when we got out to Mexico, I tightened it on zip tie on up. As soon as I went to the floor, that thing popped. Man, it popped 3 zip ties. I told wifey, we left it. I said, man, we're gonna have to go to the house and I'm gonna have to get this off of Dolo old carburetor. So I got the throttle holder and put it on side of the road, went back, and that thing started running like it's scared of somebody. Old Dolo get like, hey, I gotta get away. Old Dolo like, man, I gotta get away from here. So this baby here, boy, I told you, man, they were fun though, man, cause like this I don't really road test my carburetors a lot because I know they be right, man. I mean, if you put it together, man, and like I said, you leak test it and you check your primaries and all that stuff, the idle, the mixture responding, it's operational. It's a great carburetor. It's gonna do what it do. You clearance the pumps right, it's gonna do what it do. I clearance pumps with a filler gauge. Sometimes I don't, but I know once I put it on the car, cause it'll have a miss and stuff, and then I fix it. I know how the pump need clearance. But I know they're gonna be right, so I don't road test them a lot. So this one of the few carburetors I road tested, and man, just to be able to monitor the AFRs and stuff, just let me know, man. It make you feel good because it like I did that right there. I spec that, and it's what it's supposed to be. It has a super lean idle mixture, which that's what you want at idle, cause it's burning less gas. It'll crank up on the dime, which I done took the key in the house. Yeah, it crank up on the dime. Good lean idle mixture, man. So I'm like, and it warm, carburetors are riching up and they warm up. still good and lean. So I had that. I mean, the mixtures be on the money. Then I expected this carburetor to run rich on my car because, like I said, my car needs 850 CFM. This flows a little more than 850 CFM, which, I mean, that extra airflow will help on out there, but you don't want just straight on out there. You want a good, nice curve, just like on horsepower. You know, one might make more power on out there, but what are you trying to do? You trying to run a mile or a 2 mile race, or you trying to run an 1/8 mile or a quarter? So you see what I'm saying? Same thing, man. Same concept, but it was expected to run rich because it's too much CFM, a little too much CFM for what this right here need. But I could tame it down, man. I can knock it down a couple points. I can knock it down a couple points on the AFR and lean it out some, be dead on the money. And I know what to do that. But why I said it is for a car that needs this, which is set on the money based on what I saw on the wideband on this. So yeah, man, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about it. But look, before we close this vlog, let me go out here to old Big Merc. That's what we named the Mercury, y'all. The Mercury named Big Merc. So let me tell y'all about Big Merc. This thing done had a check engine light, right? It done had a check engine light. I bought a scanner just for this car, this Ford, because they use an OBD1 port. And it pulled mount sensor code and EGR valve. So I went for the mount sensor first. I said, let me change the mount sensor, which I'm gonna show y'all where it's at. I changed the mount sensor, and it got right for a second. Check engine light went off, drove it, popped right back up, stuttering. Oh man, it's super easy to change, man. Somebody want to change it. So if you want to know where the mount sensor is, it's right here. It's the mount sensor. It's on your passenger side. And the easy way to change this, cause it's 2 bolts right here. I think they're 11/30 seconds. And then you need a 7/16. 2 bolts. You can fight with trying to get them right there if you want to. But the easy thing is hit them 2 bolts right here. Take them nuts off. 7/16. Get your electric ratchet or just let your windshield wipers up, then stop them halfway to 7/16. Take them off. Then this whole bracket will come out. And of course, pop your connector loose right here. Pull your vacuum hose off. And then you can get the old bolts easy and change the mount sensor out and then reverse. So I changed that out. It didn't fix. I said, so I took it back. I put the old one back on, cause every time the new one, the car crank up and then cut right off. You got the 2-footed, and the check engine light stayed on. I plugged that one up, the car cranked back up and run. Check engine light be on, but it'll run. So I said, that mount sensor ain't bad. Took the new one back. So let me put this old EGR valve here, valve on. So at first, I took the old one off, tried cleaning and stuff, but then I felt like the valve itself, I said, it's still sticky. It's a little sticky, but I cleaned it out, put it back on, it wasn't fixed. So I said, let me change it. So I changed the valve, as you can see. This is the EGR valve itself. It's 2 pieces. And then this is the solenoid. This is the EGR solenoid. So I changed both of them, which I would recommend if you had that problem. Change both of them. Man, I changed that baby. I changed that baby right there. Check it out. Check it out. I told you, man, I do some work sometimes, y'all. It's just when I feel like it, but I be trying to tell people, man, I know how to do some stuff. Don't let me fool you. Let me see where my key at. There we go. Take this baby out. Run like a top. And ain't no check engine light. It gone. Look it up, boy. Check engine light gone. Run like a torn, man. So the mount sensor went bad. EGR valve. So if you get that light, I just want to throw that in. If you get that light, man, change it. Or if you get them codes, change the EGR valve first, cause all that one can throw off the other basically. So that's what I've been having going on. Been driving big Merc every day. Me and wife. That's what we've been having going on, man. But yeah, all in all, I just want to give y'all the story, man, and on the carburetor and let y'all know we got shaking. I say it's a perfect opportunity for the BCG fam to see some turn up footage and me run old Dolo since I ain't ran in a minute. But I ain't taking this thing out today. I take this baby out tomorrow. I might not take it. I'll be real with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might not take it off. It run pretty good. I might, but see, it'll be a good series. I could tune on it and make it better, make it work on the car. But then I don't want to have to. When somebody comes that really need it, then I have to put it all back where I got it now. I don't feel like fooling with all that. So, you know, but I'll come out here and take it out tomorrow, man. That thing still, it's warm too. But yeah, I just want to show y'all that, man. Carburetor for sale. If somebody want it, $600. So I'm located in Georgia. For people that don't know, I ship them out all the time. So I got my own boxes. I buy these thick boxes. Say me and wife would put everything in these thick boxes so they don't puncture and stuff. You can see they come packaged nicely and stuff. So if you want it, let me know. I get it shipped out to you. Email me jmalcolm2004@gmail.com. We'll get it situated, man. I ship them all the time. But yeah, they're gonna wrap it up, man. We're gonna have some more coming with L-Train and all that too, and we're gonna take Meats back. Try to calm it down. But I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. BCG. We out.